Alright gang, welcome in. I am Dr. Kreepy, your ghost host with the most, coming to you undead from my lair deep below the earth's surface, bringing you reviews of horrible, horrible videos. Today we're going to look at Hatchet.
I'm telling you, you won't believe.
Hatchet was released in 2006, distributed by Anchor Bay. Written and directed by Adam Green. The synopsis, simple. Tourists take a boat ride of Louisiana's haunted bayous, where they hear the legend of Victor Crowley, a horribly disfigured man who is accidentally killed by his own father with a hatchet. Ouch. When the boat sinks, the tourists become stranded, and the legend becomes real. Let the homicidal mayhem ensue. I didn't like this movie. I was bored stiff. I know people are going to disagree with me because I saw a lot of reviews online where people absolutely loved this movie, and I just didn't like it. I thought it was a real clunker. Even cameos by Robert Freddy Krueger England and Tony Candyman Todd couldn't relieve my boredom. The special effects were pretty good. Richard Reel shows up. You'll remember him from Office Space, where he played a character who was scared to death that he was going to be fired. Eventually, he was hit by a truck and put in traction. He's a great character actor, and he's always fun to watch, and he was fun to watch in this. Perry Shen plays a tour guide who frequently changes his accent from a really bad Cajun accent to a bad Asian accent to eventually an American accent. It's a funny little quirky character he plays, but still wasn't enough to make this movie good. The legendary Kane Hodder is in this movie. He plays Victor Crowley. You'll remember him, well, he's been in countless horror movies, but he's probably best known among horror fans as the man who played Jason Voorhees countless times in the Friday the 13th series. This movie was bad. They billed it as old school American horror. The only resemblance to old school American horror this movie has is the fact that there's a homicidal maniac on the loose and occasionally you see boobs. 0 out of 5 skulls. Bad movie. I wouldn't recommend it. Now we're going to turn the clock way, way, way back. Way, way, way back to 1999 with the Blair Witch Project. Written and directed by Daniel Myrick and Eduardo Sanchez. The story revolves around 3 student filmmakers who journey into the woods of Burkittsville, Maryland to document the local legend of the Blair Witch. They are never seen again. But their footage is recovered and presented to you, the viewer, as a chronicle of their ordeal. This was a great movie when it was released. A lot of it was due to the fact that there was a viral marketing campaign around it. I mean, there were websites, there were blogs, there were Blair Witch documentaries, there were even missing persons posters. That made the story seem real. In fact, a lot of people first thought the movie was real. This made for a tense and unsettling viewing in a dark theater. Watching it now, you may never get that uneasy feeling again, but you can set your kids down in front of it and scare the crap out of them. Just sit back and watch the fear. It's worth seeing again just to try to remember the feeling you had when you hear the limbs cracking in the background, or when they wake up and they find those weird symbols made of sticks. It's really worth a second view. Some trivia on the movie. Cost $22,000 to make. It made over $240 million. Shot in 8 days, almost all of the finished film was shot by the principal actors. The actors were given a general outline of the story, but all of the dialogue was improvised, and a lot of the little surprises the actors didn't know until they happened, so they were just as a big surprise to us as they were to the actors, or vice versa. Anyway, like I said, take another look at this movie. It's a good movie. I give it 5 out of 5 skulls. Don't see the sequel. It's abysmal. bad, bad movie. Next time I see you guys, I'll be doing a tutorial on eyeballs. I'm going to show you how to make cheap, icky, gooey eyeballs, just to add to your haunt decor. And pretty soon I'm going to do a look at the films of William Castle. He directed movies such as The Tingler and House on Haunted Hill, and when he released his movies, there was always a gimmick involved. Really interesting guy, real showman. We're going to take a look at some of his movies. Until next time, boys and girls, this is Dr. Kreepy saying stay twisted and sleep with the lights on.